Alright, I'm trying to play catch up here on all the stuff that I let go this summer. And my wife's flower bed for the spring flowers and stuff, and irises, and you can see it's totally out of control. She really can't get down and work on it anymore, so it's one of those things that, I've got to try to keep up with too now. So actually, I let it get out of control this summer, and paying for it now, trying to clean it up. And it's just a section on the other side where you see I've already gone through and kind of started pulling out all the weeds and stuff that grew up this summer. I spent a lot of time inside in the air conditioning with all the heat that we had, so a lot of things got let go outside. I find the easiest way to get the irises cleaned up is to just use the weed whacker with that three-wing brush cutting blade on it. It does a really good job at, you can stick it right down in the mulch and cut the irises off flush, and it does a good job of taking care of them and cuts them clean, and does it very quickly. So here I am with the weed whacker, just kind of trying to clean up that big bunch of iris. In the end, I actually wound up spending 3 days out here in this one section just trying to get it all cleaned out. And there you can see I just spent time on my knees with a trowel and just trying to dig out all the weeds and, carefully leave all the bulbs in place. And after 3 days, a bunch of carts full of weeds, I got everything dug out good. So hopefully in the spring it'll be all ready to, bloom. Here you can see that later fall crops that I planted a while back, and we're starting to use the lettuce and the kale and the spinach out of that already, so they're doing really good. There's another section that I also let go. You can see the weeds growing up in the gravel and the mulch and stuff like that, so that's on my list to clean up next also. But anyhow, I got my first load in the dump trailer here, and my local sawmill quit selling the mulch this year, so I had to drive it was like a little over 20 miles each way to pick up a load of mulch at a reasonable price. The trailer actually worked great. That cover that they sold me for the bed really was nice. Nothing blew out. The cover doesn't flap in the wind because it's like it has all those air holes in it and stuff, so it's really a great it's really a great thing to have with a dump trailer like this. Now, people have asked me to, kind of keep an eye on the miles per gallon that I get pulling the trailer with the truck. And actually, I average a little bit over 16 miles per gallon. It was about a 40-mile round trip, half of the way down with just a 2,000-pound trailer, and the other half coming back with about 4 yards of mulch, probably at 800 pounds a yard. So that's probably about a 3,200-pound load. So it really did do good on gas. I was really surprised, and you can see how it's really nice and easy to unload. Just flip the tailgate down a little bit, and actually I started out with a pitchfork, but this was not like the shredded mulch that I used to get. This is more of a chopped mulch, and there you can kind of see it's a kind of like a finely chopped wood chips and stuff, and I really like it a lot better than the shredded. It seems to have a lot less big pieces in it, and spreads a lot easier too. So I think I'll just use this from now on. And the trailer actually did tow extremely nice. You really didn't know it was behind the truck. I used to have a little single axle dump trailer that kind of did a lot of tail wagging when you loaded it because it had so much weight on the hitch and stuff like that. But this one really does. It goes nice and straight, no problems. And the truck has plenty of power to pull it. You really barely knew it was there. Once you push that tow haul button, it made it go real smooth. So there you can see, finally I got out the snow shovel to start spreading it, and it was real nice because my old pickup truck used to sit real high, and it was a pain to unload, and you had to jump up and down in it to get the stuff out, and it really took a lot of extra work. Where it's so nice having a little button that you just hit, and you can dump it up a little bit. Kind of a fine line where you stop between dumping the whole load and just having some come down, but you can see it really does make jobs like this go really easy. So the one thing I did find out here is, letting things get out of control a little bit really causes a heck of a lot of extra work. But in the end, I I actually was able to get, I got about, I'd say 2 to 3 inches of mulch on most of it, and I got all the weeds pulled out, and, hopefully next spring it'll be fairly weed-free when the bulbs start coming up, and it'll be in a lot better shape than it was this year. And this should kind of help the bulbs get an early start too. I think the darker mulch absorbs the sunshine and warms the ground up a little bit earlier. Does one of the little jobs, I really didn't want to take the time to do, but I had to do. So there it is. Got that section all mulched up. That basically took about almost 3 yards of mulch to get that covered there, and I still had pretty close to a yard left in the truck, and I still have that other side to do there. So next thing you can do is just kind of back that over on the other side there and start filling in this area with just a thin layer of mulch to clean it up. And it was a terrible mess with weeds. This was another day's job, just pulling weeds out. So you can see over here on the side hill, I'm actually, I've got the trailer parked going straight up and down the hill, because you can't really dump these things on any kind of a side hill. You could have really serious problems and actually twist them, from what I understand. So, I just kind of parked it up and down the hill like that, and was able to easily shovel all the mulch out. And a wheelbarrow did help out a little bit, trying to get some of it in. So in the end, I got just about 4 yards of mulch there, and you can see I got that one area done and about half of this other area. So I'll be heading back down in another, maybe next week or the week after, to grab some more. In the meantime, we're enjoying fresh kale and lettuces. You can see a couple different types of lettuces and spinach salads again. So, in the end, this I just thought I'd show you how handy this dump trailer really is. And this is just the first load of mulch and stuff, but in the future it's going to get a really good workout, and everything does come out nice when it's got a good coat of mulch on it. In the meantime, right after I got done with that, my new snowblower actually pulled up to the end of my driveway, so here I am going out with my little tractor to unload the beast. Actually, this was kind of a little bit scary to me, because it's weighed more than my tractor is supposed to pick up. So I'll be doing a video follow-up on this shortly of the new snowblower, and kind of assembling it and getting everything ready to go. And I must say, those Titan pallet forks really have come in handy. They've been very handy, and I've had no issues with them at all yet. So they were really a good buy. So, there you can see they make it real easy to unload anything from, tractor trailers. That can save you a lot in the end. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.